You are now tuned in to The Money Zone with your host, Folasade, the accountant for entrepreneurs. The time is now, your future waits, your money matters, make no mistake, it's not too late to dominate, so don't delay, get your money straight. The money zone, together we'll achieve your goals, we're building wealth, you're not alone, so don't delay, get your money straight.
Hey guys. Look, it's another Tuesday. I'm your host, Folasade, the accountability accountant, guys. I'm excited because today is the first day that we stream on 88.9. Look, Chicago, we're in the building. Look, guys, I want to hear from somebody. 301-232-5700. All right, give me a call, guys. We got so much going on today. Don't forget to follow me on all things social media. I'm Folasade, the accountant, on all things social media. And then better yet, share the video, tune in, go to Apple's, iTunes, everywhere, Spotify, we on everything, and look for RIP Radio Network, guys, and just share out the stream because we excited to be here. So look, today we're going to be talking about, can black businesses afford to not manage their money properly? Can they afford not to do their accounting? That's just segment one. And you guys, if you've been watching me for a long time, or you've heard of me or saw any of my live streams, I'm an advocate for black success, black excellence, black wealth, black money. Like, I'm an advocate. Like, I stand up strong for us guys so we can stand up and get our coins, right, in order. So the first segment is all about getting our coins in order, or can we not afford to do that? And then segment two, we're going to talk about, why don't people talk about money more? What's happening? Like, are you broke? What you scared for? Like money is one of those conversations we must have. So that's segment two, guys. So like I said, we got so much going on. So if you're watching us on Facebook, share the video on Facebook. If you're listening to us on ripradionetwork.com or on 88.9, tell your friends about the Money Zone on Rip Radio Network. Guys, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Money Zone with your host, Folasade, the accountant for entrepreneurs. The time is now, your future waits, your money matters, make no mistake, it's not too late to dominate, so don't delay, get your money straight. The money zone, together we'll achieve your goals, we're building wealth, you're not alone, so don't delay, get your money straight.
Hey guys, and look, we are back. So segment 1, like I said, can black businesses afford not to manage their money properly? So let me be really honest with you. The answer is no. The answer is no. Black businesses cannot afford to manage their money improperly. We cannot afford to blow big bucks, throw money at the clubs. We cannot afford that, guys. And I'm going to go into a few reasons why we have to manage our money properly. And so number 1, guys, I have a Market Watch article that specifically says, okay, look, the article specifically says that based on the data, the Federal Reserve survey of the consumer finances, that the typical black family has only 10 cents for every dollar held by the typical Caucasian family. So what does that mean? So that means if a white family have $1 in their savings, the black family has 10 cents. Do you understand? So you have 10 cents as the black girl down the street, the black man down the street, the black business owner. You have 10 cents to work with, and our Caucasian counterparts have $1 to work with. So just based on those statistics, right? As an African American, black, whatever you call yourselves, American descendants of slaves, whatever it is, right, that you consider you to be, you cannot afford not to manage your money properly. As I've always said, according to the SBA, 82% of small businesses that fail because they poorly manage their money, okay? So that means they're not doing their accounting, they're not filing their taxes on time, or you're just basically financially illiterate. So let me be honest, guys. For like the past week or so, I've been like, okay, so what's going to be my topic for Tuesday? What's going to be my discussion? So I started to try to figure out what is the statistics surrounding black businesses' level of literacy when it comes to money management. Guess what, guys? It's no data out there. It's no data out there that specifically says that the black business owner knows nothing. But what the data shows is that we aren't doing what's necessary and required, and we're not managing our money effectively. So let me give you an example. The article dogged us out, though. Like, the article dogged us out so hard. The article said, and this is what got me so choked up. One of the articles that I read said the average black person spends money on Jordans. They had Chrysler 300s. Y'all remember the Chrysler 300s? Everybody and their mother had the Chrysler 300. We thought that was a baby Bentley, right? We thought the Chrysler was the baby Bentley, right? So they said everybody's investing into Chrysler 300s. Folks are investing into Jordans. What they say? 990s. That's the New Balance. Y'all know about the New Balance, right? They also said that we invest into TV and all the technology gadgets. And I'm going to be honest with you. Being an African American, I totally agree with that. And it saddens me to be in agreement with individuals that really aren't black, that really didn't grow up in our communities, that aren't from the urban, cities that we live in, that have never stepped foot in our hoods, have never ate dinner at our tables. For them to know that our buying patterns shows that we buy Chrysler 300s, we're buying Jordans and televisions and all of that stuff. It shows actually a mockery of what we're made of. I don't know about you guys, but when I see a black man, I see the strongest man out there. I see that, what they say, that mandingo out there. Like, that's what I see. And when I see a black woman, I see the queen. I see the backbone. I see the person that's not walking behind her husband, but was walking beside her husband, making sure that he can walk through and get to the next level. That's what I see. But the statistics says totally different. And the stats are right. So what do we do if, as African Americans, we aren't managing our money well. What do we need to do? What are the solutions? What are the opportunities that we have out there? That's what we're going to answer today. So number one, we have to cut back on our consumerism. So what is consumerism? Consumerism is, oh, girl, I just saw the new TV. It got some upgrades. I need it. You don't really need that TV. Don't buy it. Consumerism. Oh, girl, the new Jordans just came out. I need to have it. Consumerism. Another example of consumerism is Fashion Nova now. They're one of the most popping brands out here. Fashion Nova, Fashion Nova, Fashion Nova. And every hood chick, every urban girl, every most black girl have some Fashion Nova. And because the prices are inexpensive, you're not understanding that you're still spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars, and you're being a consumer, and you're not managing your money effectively and putting it back into something that can bring a return on. So that's where the problem is happening with African American businesses and African Americans in general. So guys, look, give me a call if you want to get into this topic, because I know somebody want to light me up. 301-232-5700. And don't forget, we on RIP Radio Network and Chicago 88.9. Guys, 301-232-5700. How do you feel about the statistics all saying that black people, all we do? Now, you know they got to generalize. So they can't take me, which is the exception, or Trump over here is the exception, or even you being the exception. They have to focus on us as a whole. So as a community, we have messed up spending habits, and we are consumers. So what does that mean? So what does that have to do? Can small businesses afford not to manage their money well? Black-owned businesses. Number one is they are consuming just like they do in their personal lives, in their business lives. The average black business owner have invested into so much crap and in so much junk that have completely been unnecessary and have never brought a return. And then they say, oh, I don't want to do this entrepreneur thing. I don't want to do this entrepreneur thing. It's difficult. It's hard. It's hard. I give up. I give up. I give up. When in all actuality, if they took a step back, become a bit more educated, right? Then they would know that the patterns that they were going down, their buying habits, what they were investing in, their outcomes, their results, is what predicted the outcome today. And it's not that entrepreneurship is that hard. Yes, it is hard. I'm not going to take it away from it. It's hard as crap. I'm going to be honest, right? But without the proper knowledge on how to manage your money well, without the proper knowledge of where to invest your money and your energy in as a business owner, you're going to be spinning your wheels, and most likely you will fail. Most likely you will fail. So this is why the stats say 90% of small business fail. But do you know, an African American based business, our stats are about 98% failure rate? So this is why my mission, especially on the Money Zone on RIP Radio Network, guys, is to reduce the small business failure rate, especially in the African urban communities, because we are closing at a rapid rate. Another reason why we cannot afford to manage our money improperly, because we have very limited money. Like, I don't care, you guys can stunt hard all you want to. I really don't care about it, because majority of you stunting. Show me the money. Show me what you have in your bank account, and I'll show you another person that is a consumer. I'll show you another business that's going to fail. And so what happens is this. You're still consuming, and you're still making those bad habits that you had in your personal life ripple into your business life. As I just said, as Market Watch just said, we have 10 cents for every $1. So that means you have to be more cautious, more strategic. You have to make sure you can get a return on your investment before you go out and invest. And I'm going to be honest, guys. I was at the International Hair Show about 3 years ago. And I met 3 African American hairstylists. They each were making over $100,000 a year, and have been making over $100,000 a year for about a consecutive of maybe 10 to 15 years. They were very seasoned hair salon owners and hairstylists. However, When they came to my table, and you probably like, Folasade, you was at an international hair show. Yes, I was, promoting accounting services because they needed to, right? So they came to my table, and I wish I had the video for us to play here, but I don't. They came to my table, and the ladies were about 50 years old. And some of you that's going to listen to this will resonate with this because you may be that same person that I'm talking to right now. Both ladies said, Folasade, do you know I don't have a savings? Folasade, do you know I have not filed my taxes in 10 years? Folasade, do you know I called Social Security and Social Security said I do not have enough quarters in my pot to be able to collect Social Security at retirement age? So why do I bring all of that up? It's because those ladies were consumers. While they were making $100,000, they didn't hire me to do their accounting. They didn't hire me to do their bookkeeping. They didn't pay people and professionals to really help them build their businesses. What they did was remain technicians. And that might be another topic that we need to discuss on here, the difference between the entrepreneur and the technician. They remain technicians, meaning they remained a hairstylist, right? And guess what? 10 years later, they don't have any money saved. 10 years later, they have no investments. 10 years later, their future is in the hands that they don't control. So black businesses cannot afford to go out and mismanage their money because we have very, 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 very little money. And then also another key thing that I'm finding is these baby boomers. So if you are a baby boomer, yes, you got that pension, boo. Yes. Yes. You got a little stash, you got your house, and it's almost paid off. But guess what? Baby boomers are losing their investments more and more and more quicker. I guarantee you guys, you're going to come back and say, Folasade on the Money Zone on RIP Radio Network in Chicago 88.9 said it. In 10 years, guys, you're going to notice that more baby boomers are actually going to probably be evicted, lose their homes, have no retirement, or may have to go back and get a job because they are mismanaging their money and they're investing money into their businesses without tracking it. So here's number 3 reason why African American businesses cannot afford to mismanage their money. We have to account for everything. So remember, as a black-owned business person, it is hard for us to get loans. If you were to walk in the bank and try to get a loan in Suncrest, Bank of America, Capital One, Wells Fargo, TD Bank, PNC, as a black business owner, you will be declined just off general principle. They didn't even pull your records. They haven't pulled your credit report. They haven't even looked at your company financial statements just because your skin is brown. And because we don't have a positive track record with banks, because they feel like we have no net worth, because they feel like we have no collateral and we have nothing to lose. See, this is the thing. Remember Cardi B said that in her song, guys? The females that pop off the most got nothing to lose. I can't curse y'all. The females that pop off the most have nothing to lose. And that's exactly why, as a black-owned business owner, as an African-American accountant, it is hard for my clients, even if they're making millions of dollars, even if they have their accounting, even if they have money stashed in houses and everything. Like, guys, you would not believe one of my clients make $4 million every year and have been making that money every year for the past 5 years, and he got declined 3 times by Bank of America for a $100,000 line of credit because he was black. He had good credit. He had collateral. You talking about collateral? He got 8 properties. He got collateral, and a lot of them are paid off. Collateral. He got millions of dollars in the bank. But the government required him to have that line of credit, so just in case they don't pay him on time, he can still maintain their contract. So what happened? My client contract was declined because he was unable to get the additional funding because he was a Black-owned business. The banks are discriminating against us, and you are discriminating against yourself. And the reason why I say you're discriminating against yourself is because you haven't even, see, we're in financial literacy month, because as a Black-owned business, before you guys go out and hire all of these marketing people, get some business acumen. Learn how the money work. Learn what tax responsibilities and financial obligations you have. I have a client today that I'm working with, okay? And I just did this, it's like 4:30 was my appointment today. And she said, Folasade, I'm good at what I do, but I don't know nothing about running a business. So are you just like that client of mine? But the difference is between her and you is you have a chance to prevent the mistakes and problems she's gotten herself into today. Now she's getting audited by IRS. Now she have to pay me thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to help her get out of the mess. And in addition to all of this, she's still not financially literate. So as a Black-owned business, guys, we cannot afford to mismanage our money, not track it, not keep up, not get investment, not get returns on our investments, because our pickings, our options, our opportunities are very slim. I know you guys probably that have not seen me yet. You're like, Folasade, our opportunities not slim. Girl, wait, you see IG, everybody popping Folasade. Oh my gosh, girl. Everybody lit. Okay, I'm a very blunt and very honest person, and very, very, very transparent. We Black folks, I see behind the scenes of a lot of African American-owned businesses, and we are struggling. Even the person that don't even have the business, that have the $100,000 income, they still are struggling. So guys, we're about to take a quick break, and I'm going to tell you exactly why they're struggling. You should already know why they're struggling, even making a six figure. So guys, give us a call, 301-232-5700. This is Folasade on the Money Zone, RIP Radio Network, and Chicago 88.9, guys. We'll be back. guys, look, hopefully you was thinking about my question. Why black businesses cannot afford it? Because one, our odds are stacked against us. Like, honestly, we don't want to talk about racism, systemic, I can never say that word right, systemic racism. But we are. And I'm not going to go into deep about that because that's not one of my topics. I talk about money. And let me be honest with you, our opportunity to get money is very slim to none. Think about it. It's even hard for you to borrow $40 from your girlfriend and not have to pay it back. Come on now. We don't even trust each other. So why would we expect the banks to trust us, Think about that. Think about that. If we cannot trust our neighbor with $50, then why would we think the bank is going to trust the little black-owned business down the street that's struggling but need a loan and they're black and they should be trusted? No, 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 no. So automatically, the reason why, guys, we cannot afford not to manage our money properly is because, number one, there's very little of it. If you did not know that African Americans do not hold any wealth in this country. We only hold about 4% of wealth in this country. So yes, you seeing everybody on Instagram becoming new millionaires, but that's new money. We still have so much. We can go ahead and add them in. We're gonna add Super Sin. We're gonna add Jai Nice. We're gonna add April Diva Styles. I know all the millionaires online. I know them. I don't know them personally, but I see them. I know they making it, right? But add those 15 women that's on grain that y'all watch and live y'all life like, y'all kill me. Like, seriously. It's only like 15 black people that's really making money online and you guys really think that it's fully lit. They're not. It's not like that. Like, it's not like that. Like, let me be really honest. Like, yeah. So automatically, just because you see the 15 new millionaires on Instagram, black people are still losing. We're not winning. And we're losing because we're still consumers. We're losing because we're not financially literate. We're losing because we have very low opportunity or very little opportunity to get money from banks and lenders and investors and everything. And then also, we're giving the culture to everybody else, but we're not incorporating the culture in our own businesses. Come on, now, everybody talking about culture hack, culture hack. Do you know what that means? They are stealing our lifestyle and our being. Culture hack, they're stealing us. Oh, guys, so if I got a phone call, 301-232-5700. Hey, caller.
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine, and you?
Awesome. So I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
I own my own corporation, and I've had it for a while, but the books and how I'm taking care of it is really crappy. So I want to start, because you said something that really, really hit me, was when you were talking about Social Security and how they couldn't get from Social Security because they haven't been putting in, but they've been in business forever. Well, if I don't do what I need to do, I'll fall into that same line. So what do I need to do to really get started?
Okay, so first thing, I got to ask you something, caller, and so you may have to be a little honest with me. Have you been filing your tax returns?
Yes, at least with the state, not federally.
Okay, so that's where the problem going to come for you. We have to get those federal tax returns filed because the federal one is the one that reports to Social Security. Okay? So,
gotcha.
Okay, so for example, if your business is an LLC, right? We don't have a W-2. We pay.
It's an S Corp.
Okay, so if yours is an S Corp, right? Then you have to make sure, are you on W-2? Are you paying
Say
yourself?
that one more time.
Are you on W-2? Are you paying yourself on W-2?
No, I'm not.
That's going to be your problem. So as an S Corp, right, you don't have the opportunity to pay self-employment taxes like an LLC. Okay, so an LLC have higher taxes because they're paying their self-employment taxes on the tax return. As an S Corp, for you to pay your Social Security, you have to issue you W-2s every year and do payroll. So yes, you definitely need to get the books cleaned up and start reporting yourself some income. And it needs to start immediately so Social Security can start counting your quarters.
Understood. Okay, cool.
Okay, and we can definitely help you if you need any assistance here. You can give my office a call, 202-618.
Hold on one second. Let me write it down. 202.
Yep, 618.
618
12
12
97.
97 202 618 1297.
Yes.
Cool. Thanks, Folasade.
You're welcome, sir. And to make sure we get those W-2s filed, okay?
Yes, I will. Can't wait to work with you.
Yes, thank you. See, guys, that wasn't so bad. Come and ask your questions. Like, let me be honest with you guys. My movement will not be complete unless many of you African-American-owned businesses grab your and give me a call, and let's get your business on the right track. I need you guys to start saving your money. I need those taxes filed. I need those W-2s filed. I need us to start saving and building profitable, successful businesses that we can be proud and be swagged out. Come on now, like accounting, guys, and I'm going to be honest with you, and then we're going to go right into segment 2 before I take my quick break. And if you want to call in, you can call in 301-232-5700. All my Chicago people, you can call in as well. I think we have another caller. Hey, how are you?
Hey.
You're live. We can
Hello?
hear you. You're live.
Hey, it's your big brother Joe.
Hey, Joseph, how are you?
I'm all right. I see you. I'm watching you on your little live here, little sis. You doing big things. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Did you have any
I just
questions?
figured I'd call and put a bigger smile on your face while you was doing your show.
Look, cheese. Oh, cheese it too like crazy. So, no, thank you, Joseph. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Please share the video, too.
I sure will. And if I have any tax questions, I'm definitely going to be at you because, you know, big brother always trying to figure out a way to do some big things for himself and the family.
Yes. Thank you, Joe.
All right, little sis. You take it easy. Love you.
Yes, you too. Love you, too. So, guys, look. Let's get we instead of us just watching all the swag be stolen by us, it's time for us to produce. So guys, we're about to go right into segment 2 because this kind of connects though, right? It really connects in terms of the discipline and what we need to start doing. So look, okay, so why don't more people talk about money? Like if guys, I know I really want to dance behind here because guess what? You guys should, how would I say this? Because I love accounting so much, like I get turned on looking at the numbers, guys. I'm gonna be honest, my husband think I'm cuckoo for cocoa nuts and you guys might too. But what's more sexier than seeing your business money grow? What's more sexier knowing that, hey, I just closed a new deal. I added 3 more thousand to my business bank account. Why do we as African Americans not understand that accounting is so essential and it's sexy because it's allowing you to be in control over your money and your future and your life? Why don't we talk about money more? Why? And I know the answer. Because we all faking the funk. Guys, I've been there. I'm 33 years old. I am just officially becoming established. When I was 23, I was stunting like my daddy. Stunting like my daddy. Stunting like my daddy. I wore every designer bag over the sun, over the water, but I was making good money now. I was making very, very good money. And I think a lot of you did exactly or are doing exactly what I did when I was 22 and 23 years old. I started to make good money and I kept saying, I never had this, so let me get this. I could never afford to get a Chanel bag. Let me buy a Chanel bag. I couldn't afford to take a trip to Costa Rica. Now I can. Oh my gosh, let me do this now. I was poor, girl. I couldn't eat steak and shrimp. I need steak, shrimp, and lobster, right? I understand. We want to compensate for the tough times, and we want to go ahead and repay ourselves for the struggle. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. That is why we're still struggling. I need us to start talking about money, and I need us to understand that we cannot cover up our past by buying stuff in the future. We cannot cover up the past problems, the mistakes, the errors by buying Chanel and Gucci in the future. It just make you look Gucci, but internally you're not. You're still struggling mentally, physically, emotionally, financially. So why don't we talk about money? Because guess what? I see money. I see it. Like, let me be honest with you. When I see a chick, I can count how much her wig costs. I can count how much her lashes cost, her nails cost, her diamond ring, her shoes, her jeans, like everything. Because that's how my brain works. That's my job, right? That's my job. I'm supposed to see the money, right? I see the money. But I want you guys to take a major lesson from me. When I started to build my business, I knew that it required extra discipline. And I knew I couldn't buy Gucci and Prada and Chanel. So I deprived myself of those luxuries. I deprived myself. All my girlfriends was up in the club, partying, you know, doing the lashes, dripping, what they say, drip, drip, right? Doing all that, right? On the scene, right? Because I was a little socialite. I was a little socialite, right? But my business required discipline. And my business required that money that I consumed in other areas that we talked about in segment 1 to put into my business. So the reason why we as African Americans don't talk about money so often is because we're all lying about money for real. Like, let's really be honest. We all lying about it. I done it, you done it. Let's admit facts right now. We 33, 40 years old now. We're old. Let's admit it. We've lied about money and we try to keep up with the Joneses. That's it. And then we'll be able to move on. But another core thing is this. We are allowing money to dictate our value. I'm going to say that again. We are allowing money to dictate our worth. So, for example, I charge $300 an hour. That's a lot for some people. I even had an attorney say, "Oh, you charge more than me and I'm an attorney." I told her, I said, "Well, ma'am, I'm just not the accountant for you, because if you want me to be broke, I'm not the one," right? So, guys, but I'm worth more than $300 an hour. I really am worth about maybe $3,000 an hour, but I have to build to that. You understand? I have to show value to be able to charge that. But because we don't communicate about money, a lot of us equate what we get on our jobs as in our worth, or what we can't afford and say we not worthy, and what we can afford and say we worth it. When in all actuality, we all worth way more than what we perceive. But because you and I and we don't talk about money, and we don't talk about manifestation, and we don't talk about deriving and helping each other and all of that good stuff, guess what? We still stuck that, oh, this is what my hourly rate and this is what I'm worth. So another reason why we don't talk about money as African Americans is because guess what? What's the right word for it? It was taboo. What did I say, Sade? Taboo song, right? It's taboo. We were told you don't tell nobody how much money you got, or what you worth, or what you have going on in your family. We don't talk about those things, and this is why we're struggling as a community, because we're trying to keep so many secrets. When if we all band together and put our mind, our resources, our spirits, our energy, our community, our kids, our husbands, our mates, everybody together, we will be a stronger force than us secretly being broke, us secretly denying access. Because guess what? You don't want to be honest with yourself and say, I don't really know what my worth is. I don't really talk about money, but I want to start doing it. Guys, give me a call, 301-232-5700. Guys, if you're in Chicago, give me a call too, 301-232-5700. Are you afraid to talk about money, and why? Did I hit the nail on the wall to say you're lying? Are you a scam? And let's be honest, guys. Don't get uncomfortable calling me. I have a big heart. I'm a tough cookie, but I have a big heart. But I want us to understand this. The money that you have in your bank account is a reflection of your actions today. If you only have $1,000 in your bank account, you did $1,000 worth of work. If you have $50,000, you did $50,000 worth of work. When you do this, when you do that, it shows the value. So you have to ask yourself, how could I bring more value to what I do on a daily basis? But because we don't talk about money, we don't see those other opportunities to make more money or to help each other out. So guys, let me tell you something. Until you start to love on your money, touch your money, sex on your money, communicate about your money, and even share and tithe your money, we're always going to be secretive about our money. Because guess what? We're faking the funk. I see so many online gurus right now. And see, the Bible, I'm not even going to really talk about nobody because I'm going to be honest, let me tell you the real deal. I work with so many online gurus and they don't even understand that my clients are their clients and I know what they're doing and they're faking like they're millionaires, but they're not. Like, let's really put the cards on the table, guys. There's no need to fake. We want the true story. Just like I told you guys my true story. I come from the gutter. Come from nothing. Literally nothing. No handouts. No hand-ups. Eviction. House to house. Welfare. Everything you can think of, I come from that. I am literally a product of my environment, but look how I come out. But until we start to communicate those things and show people what our worth is and figure out other alternatives for them to look at money differently and better understand how our money operates and what we can use. And no, let me take a step back. Once we understand that money is a tool, then you will automatically know that it's something you're supposed to communicate about. So, for example, you got the jigsaw. You go to the Home Depot, you walk and you say, oh, hi, I need help in finding a jigsaw. He say, oh, well, this jigsaw is amazing. This one can cut X's and Z's and T's, and you can just basically do whatever that you need to do with the jigsaw. And this is that when you go home, you talk to your husband. Oh, boo, look. You talk to your wife. Oh, look with this jigsaw. You talk to the kids. Girl, the jigsaw can do this. You called your girlfriend. Girl, you would not believe what that jigsaw did for me, right? But do we do that with the tool of money? Do we call our husband and say, boo, you wouldn't even believe that $200 you gave me allowed me to make X, Y, Z, so I'm able to give you back that $200 and tie the $100 and still be able to go do what I was supposed to go do, boo? We don't realize that money is a tool, guys. It is supposed to be used to your advantage to make you better, to make your life better, to enhance you, make you grow, expand you, allow you to explore the world, and allow you to become free. But because as African Americans, we are afraid to talk about money. We are afraid to realize that this is a tool. And it's supposed to be used, shared, and multiplied. Not kept secretly towed away under my bedroom mattress, trying to hold on to every coin. You know the girl down the street struggling, and you can't even give her $300, and you got $1,000 sitting under your bed. You're scared because you don't realize money is a tool. God don't bless people with riches unless he kind of know what your intentions are. See, if you think about the habits, think about the lottery, go and watch all of those programs. Look at the lottery winners. Almost every last one of them are broke. God didn't bless them with their money. They didn't prepare for their money. They didn't grow. They didn't learn. They didn't grow and mature into their money. You as a business person, you're going to mature into your business if you use it as a tool. You use it to buy your personal development books. You use it to explore the world and travel. You use it to buy more books and buy your coaching. You use it to invest into your businesses. Use money as a tool, and then we'll start to become comfortable talking about it because we'll realize that it's not a reflection of who we are and what we know, is a fraction of what we do to get the money. But guess what? African Americans don't want to talk about money because what? We're ashamed of what we have. And before I close out today, I'm going to tell you, don't be afraid of nothing that you have. If anybody's going to talk about you, use what my mother always said. My mother always said that if you big enough to talk about something, talk about somebody, be big enough to write them a check. And the next person that say anything to you about your inability to do something, tell them write you that check. Folasade said write that check. My bill $300, boo. You got something to say, write that check right now. So from today forward, as a black person, you're no longer going to be afraid to talk about your money. You're no longer going to be ashamed and fake the funk. You're no longer going to tell your girlfriend you're making $25 an hour and you know you're making $15. Be proud of where you are. If you know you want to make $25 an hour, grow to that $25 an hour. Don't lie about it, because guys, let me tell you something. When you lie about what you want and what you have, it will stunt you from having what you really will have. Tell the universe the truth, and the universe will give you your truth. But if you're telling the universe, I'm good, the universe not going to send you no money. This is why we're struggling. We're not manifesting too. We're lying, telling the universe I got dough, and the universe is saying you don't, boo, but all right, this is enough for you to pay your bills, and that's all. So guys, we have about 1 more minute. Don't be afraid to give me a call next week. 301-232-5700. But better yet, don't be afraid to manage your money properly and to walk true in you. The most soulless people I know are the most beautiful people I know, and the most well-dressed and well-prepared. Forget about that materialistic stuff, guys. Let's go out, manage our money properly. Let's stop being consumers. You don't need the Chanel bag. And oh, before I close out, guys, just one example. My assistant said it today, because she got in my Benz and she was like, oh, I miss my Audi. And I was like, you with an Audi? She was like, yeah, I lost it. I was like, you were supposed to. What were you doing with an Audi? I said, did you make $100,000 a year? She said, nah. I said, how much money? Wait. She was embarrassed to tell me how much money she was making, because she bought it when she couldn't afford it. She was a consumer and she lost it. When it's yours, God is going to bring you yours, but we have to amount to that, guys. We have to use money as a tool to get to where we want to go. So, guys, I'm Folasade, the accountability accountant. Tune in every Tuesday on RIP Radio Network, guys, and we're live on Chicago 88.9 as well. I'm excited. This is it. April, Financial Literacy Month. If you're brown skinned like me, I need you to pick up some book, or at least come and follow me so you could become a little bit more financially literate. Guys, I'm Folasade. And you can follow me on all things social media, Folasade, the accountant. And I'm out. See you next week.